Good evening. This is Jeff LaRouche. This is light at the end of the tunnel. So today is Wednesday. I believe it's the 12th, 6 p.m. The topic of today is courage. So basically, courage is the choice and willingness to confront agony, pain, danger, uncertainty, or intimidation. The reason why I chose this word today is because I had a conversation with somebody yesterday, a friend of mine, who's been in recovery, I believe, 5.5 years and was in a relationship for 4 years. Now, the first few years, the relationship went great. But then as time went by, the relationship went south. This woman that I know has been belittled, womanized, and treated as pretty much a person that is to take care of all the responsibilities in the house while the boyfriend could do whatever he wanted. He could go out and cheat. He could go out and have an open relationship. He could go out and preach his words, but then come home and he was pretty much a jerk to his girlfriend. So anyways, I had been talking to her, and she had told me that she went out of her way to make a Thanksgiving dinner for 50, 60 people. And she had called him and she had asked him to turn on the oven at this other place because the food needed to be transported, and she wanted the ovens warmed up. So when the food got there, they could throw it in the oven and it would stay warm for the guest. Well, this guy decided that he was just going to belittle this woman and make nasty remarks and basically put her down. So that's just one incident, but there's been many incidents where this guy decided that he was just going to basically make this woman feel like she was about yay big. So time goes on, time goes on, time goes on. Anyways, she decided to have some courage and deal with the neglect, the pain, the suffering. I wouldn't say danger, but definitely emotional and mental abuse. I don't believe there was any physical abuse, but emotional and mental abuse is a lot worse than physical, because you can punch somebody, right? You leave a mark. The mark goes away. But mental abuse is pretty much they'll never forget the incident. So this woman was going through so much emotional and mental pain that every day she felt like she was nothing. So one day she woke up, decided that she was going to get away from the situation, and she called somebody. And this person talked to him. She grew some courage, packed up her stuff, and left. It takes a lot of courage to just get away from something that you're so accustomed to. 4 years of mental and emotional abuse. You get used to it. You expect it when you come home. You're such and such. You're this, you're that. Do this, do that. Demanding. This other guy can do no wrong. Every day, this woman felt like she needed to cry. But she felt like if she cried, it would make her weak. She was so torn up. She loved this guy. But in a relationship, there's got to be 50-50. I like to say 110%. Equal. Everything's equal. Relationships aren't just based on sex. And it ain't based on who's doing what, who's doing that. I'm going to tell you to do this. I'm going to tell you to do that. That's not what a relationship is. Relationship is honesty, loyalty, faithfulness, commitment, and courage to try different things and do different things. That's going to make your relationship last longer. Be open-minded. Have courtesy. Have understanding. Communication. Do something different. Keep the relationship spicy. You can't be in a relationship with somebody when it's only a one-way street. I can't be in a relationship if I'm the only one paying bills, you know, or there's not somebody that's self-sufficient as much as I am. It just doesn't work. You can't lie, you can't cheat, you can't steal. You need to be able to talk with that person. You need to figure out what the issue are at hand. Never go to bed angry at night. I'm proud of this woman. I'm proud of this woman for having the courage to get up from a bad situation, to move forward, not relapse, go back to her old stinking ways, stinking thinking, however you want to call it, pick up and use. Instead, she reached out to somebody in her support network that gave her open arms, invited her into her house, and they're able to share their conversations. And this person that allowed this friend of mine to move into her house is in the same similar situation. They're recovering addicts, but she was kind enough to open her doors and say, come on in, I'll help you. That's what this world needs more of. We need to be able to rely on people that we trust and that we believe in. We need other people to show more courage. We need more people to be able to tell on themselves when life is bad. You're not a bad person if you cry. You're not a bad person if you open up and you tell on yourself. Everybody struggles. But it takes a lot of courage to crack that shell, to bust through that shell. I want to say, like, give birth again to yourself. Start over, start fresh. Make your issues known to people that are willing to listen, willing to give you positive and negative feedback, to make you feel good about yourself, and to never let you down. But people do let you down, and that's all right. It's what we do with that. It's how we handle every situation. There's a lot of people out there that have been in a lot worse situations than my friend has. You know, there's a lot of other people out there being victimized by men, by women, by family, by peers in school, or people out in the streets. But not a lot of people have the courage to open up and let other people know what their struggles are. So I just wanted to share this little bit with you and let you know that I am proud of this person. We tried to make a 28-minute video yesterday. All you could do was see our face moving, but you couldn't hear us. And it was probably one of the most beautiful videos I've ever made, and I really wanted to share it with the world because I think the world needed to hear her story. I am committed to this person. I'm proud that she came to me and spoke to me about the situation that was at hand. I don't judge anybody for anything anymore. It's not my position to judge people. My position is try to help people. And she came to me, was willing to sit down with me and have a conversation over the phone so that we could try to record it and try to put it on this channel. She is going to be a member of this channel, and I'd like more people to follow my footsteps and try to help other people. I feel blessed and grateful today that I'm clean and sober, that I have a huge support network, and I'm able to share my feelings, my thoughts, my opinions, and my views on life and life struggles. There is most definitely light at the end of this tunnel. If you are struggling, somewhere deep down inside, pull out that big bag of courage and tell on yourself. It's the only way that you're going to get better. It's not easy, but once you do it the first time, it really becomes a lot easier. And you just continue to talk. I don't know, when I first got in recovery, I bragged about recovery. A lot of people don't want to hear about it. They don't want to hear recovery, recovery, recovery. Well, you know what? I don't care what other people think. I said recovery, and I talked about it an awful lot because it made me feel better. If people are annoyed because I talk about recovery and don't want to listen to what I have to say, then don't listen. Worry about yourself. The way that I worry about myself is by talking about all my problems and breaking them down and figuring out what the next step was. It took a lot of courage for me to crack that shell and talk about all my issues with people I don't even know. And I'm blessed and grateful that I have a huge support network, and I'm meeting people each and every day that are willing to listen to my stories, share their stories, and we're able to give feedback on both ends. So today's topic was courage. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you very much. Have a good night. My name is Jeff LaRouche. Sharing is caring. Please subscribe to my channel if you like what I have to say. And if you want to do a video with me and talk about your story, reach out to me. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on YouTube. Thank you. Have a good night.